NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Now a play fake. Carr. Over the middle to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3 yards remain for second down. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jones, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's second and 8. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rosa's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action. Now Carr. He shakes him off. Now he's forced out right. And this is caught off the deflection. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second down, Evans looking for space. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running right, Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 3-3.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Running right, this is Evans. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr on the bootleg. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Carr's throw taken in by Watkins here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. The open man here, Renfro. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On On second down, it's Jones. Breaks through the contact. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Second down and 3.
They'll look to throw here. Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On play action, it's Carr. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Carr now on 1st down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Rager catches it left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a play fake. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. A little second effort there on the strong run, and then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of and down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Carr's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Do this, too.
A gain of 6 there on first. Here's Carr. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Darrington Evans taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he finds Howard complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55.